Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. Taking a look at Phoenix. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, and we've got time for...
Thank you, Kevin.
It's rugged, tough road, David. No question about it. Thank you. So the Rockets win the tip. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. They've got Clint Capella, Gordon out there with Wall. Then there's Jay, and it's Jamison in at the small forward.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo! That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
The pass to Jamison. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Blows the alley-oop. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Jamison with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Gordon dishes to Jamison. And the rejection by Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Capella. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ayton a screen on Wall. Phoenix no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jamison drives in. Tries again. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got his second bucket.
Oh, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the board.
Ayton in the corner. Three-pointer, Crowder. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Crowder with it, and guarded by Capella. And Capella sends it back. Outside, Jamison. There's Gordon with the three. That shot, no good. Bridges with some nice defense. On the wing, Bridges. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Jamison against Bridges. And the dunk by Capella.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Phoenix timeout. All right, rookie coming out of the court.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's around 14 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
The drive by Booker, and Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
To the middle. Here's Crowder. Blocked again. And they get it back. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. Blocked again.
Well, there's not much John Wall can't do defensively when he's focused, because he's really athletic and fast.
Jamison, no luck. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Searching for their first points of the game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's good on the three ball.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Looking to end the run. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Jamison and against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Rockets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance? You won't do any additional damage. So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Jamison drives in, and a slam dunk by Jamison.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
The kick out to Crowder. Passes it to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped. The Suns need to get a shot off. Bridges misses.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And he recovers it. Fires from deep. Jamison, no luck.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Down low. Booker against Jamison. The shot comes out, and Phoenix will come the other way. On the wing, Booker. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Nice shot by Jamison.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Pass to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Crowder. 3-pointer. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Jay Crowder. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Payne passes to Saric. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Saric against Jamison. Pass to Tate. Back to Jamison. To the right side. Another miss by Houston.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Charge, just screen on Green. And Booker kicks to Payne. There's the pass to Saric. Over Green. The Rockets pull it in. This time they met in Houston.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns.
2 minutes.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And it goes down 2 points. Saric has got his second basket.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Payne passes to Kaminsky. Back to Payne. Inside. It's deflected. Outside, Jamison. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 17 points for Jamison.
And then he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Booker, and it's Payne in the corner. Rebound by Jamison. Jamison's got 5 rebounds tonight. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside, Green. Martin with the screen for Green. And Green slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Saric just screen on Green. They need this. It's rebounded by Houston. Jamison's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lays it up off the glass. Jamison's got 19 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
That one doesn't go. Now the buzzer sounds in the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Rockets ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancer.
And the Suns are an offensive powerhouse. We know that, but as Devin Booker details.
You know, right now, I like the way we're playing defense.
And Greg, you've seen it. Booker into some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Saric comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Devin Booker in for Paul. Houston also making some changes. Jay's checked in for Jayshawn Tate. Green comes in for David Nwaba, and it's John Wall in for Porter. And so in the game for the Rockets. The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Skinny is out there with Jay, and it's Martin in its center, locking down the middle. Here's Booker, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Booker's got 5.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Johnson finds 8. Over Martin. Not enough on that one as it misses. Houston leading by 20. To the wing right side. Outside for Jamison. Here he goes. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Ayton. And they'll get another chance. Back to Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Rockets with the rebound. Jamison's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Back to Payne. Johnson with it. Now Green defending. Booker the pass to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Payne. Wall with a block. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
And the Suns making a change here. Payton's checked in. Jamison kicks to Green. Traps in the tray.
Jalen Green.
Green's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Jamison the pass to Green. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense. Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Payton dishes to Sharge. The offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Payton. Passes to Johnson. Ayton inside. Covered by Martin. And a deep three from Booker. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Houston ball.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Chris Paul.
He hasn't been at his best this month from a defensive standpoint. He's not being as aggressive as he needs to be, and it's bringing his steal numbers way down.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. And it's Paul in for Payton. Kevin Porter's checked in for Houston.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Paul kicks to McGee. Booker with no one around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jamison drives in, and the slam dunk by Jamison.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Over to the wing. Porter with the steal. Into the lane. Jamison with the basket on the assist by Jamison. Jamison's got 25 points in the game. Pass to Sharge. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he gets the bucket. And that's now 30 points for Jamison.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Sharge just screen on Green. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. And Phoenix making a change. Kaminsky's checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Jay Shante comes in for Skinny. Paul finds Johnson. Out to the right wing. Phoenix, no good that time either. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
And so it's Houston with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
Welcome to the half. as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league. Do you have any injury recovery advice, Dr. Romeo? And taking a look now at that first half, what a showing it's been so far for the Rockets.
Well, they've been incredible from beyond the arc. They're scoring the three in bunches, sinking them at a high rate. If the defense continues to allow open looks in the second half, I'll keep saying, fire, fire.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Pop it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, that's an easy pass for John Wall to make. As soon as he spots his teammate wide open, he's dropping that dime on time and on target.
Booker with it, and guarded by Capella. And Capella sends it back. A shot by Crowder, no good. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Paul against Jamison. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Rockets shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And it's Gordon missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. He kicks it to Ayton. Booker the pass to Ayton. Over Jamison. And it's Ayton missing. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Shoots from the baseline. Jamison with the basket on the assist by Jamison. And now it's 27 points for Jamison. Well, Phoenix shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The kick out to Wall. His three-pointers off the mark. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Gordon with it. He's picked up by Paul. And it's Gordon missing.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Feeds it to Paul. Wall with a block. Outside, Jamison. To the inside. Jamison kicks to Jamison. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jamison's got 39.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the middle, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Sharch has checked in for DeAndre Ayton. The Rockets also changing it up. Martin, he's checked in for Capella. David Mwaba comes in for Eric Gordon. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for John Wall.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
No good from Booker.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Jamison, and that one good. Jamison's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And they recover it. And Booker kicks to Saric. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Now that's confidence. Saric says, in Dario I trust.
Offensive rebound, Jamison. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Jamison's got 43 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Saric with the screen for Booker. No good that time. Nice D from Porter. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Jamison, no luck. Phoenix has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Bangs on the trifecta.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Jamison, no luck. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Here's Crowder. It's deflected. It's Martin on the wing. Defended by Booker. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
And checking out the stats for Skinny, the past month has been surreal.
For the Rocket substitution.
Jamison against Kaminsky. Jamison the pass to Porter. Back to Jamison. Driving in. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Good body control that time by Frank Kaminsky. Seems to me that he's got really good balance and rhythm when he's catching and shooting.
2 minutes remaining.
Jamison inside. He's guarded by Booker. Porter, no luck. The Suns shooting 41% from the floor so far in the... Johnson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McGee sets the pick for Paul. The Rockets pull it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Kaminsky against Jamison. Driving the lane. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Jamison's got 48.
And, you know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
McGee is screen on Porter. Here's Paul, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Tries the spin move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Rockets have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Phoenix making some changes. DeAndre Ayton comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Chris Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
So clever at drawing contact. Frank Kaminsky's size creates a lot of problems for defenders.
Second free throw, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Shakes him. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
Houston foul.
Suns have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Team foul.
No good on the free throw.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
The shot's good.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Rockets ahead, just.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the Rockets. Jay out there with David Nwaba. Then there's Jayshawn Tate, and it's Garuba in at the 4 spot.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And that's a foul called on Abdul. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Outside for Jamison. And he banks in the layup. Jamison's got 9 points here in the second half.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Jamison against Bridges. And the pass to Green. Spins. On the wing, Gordon. Capella sends a screen for Gordon. And no good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Bridges outside. Got a hand on it. And here's Jamison. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jamison's got 58.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Remaining in the game.
For the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. The baseline jam. And he knocks down the jumper. 60 points for Jamison.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Sharge a screen on Jamison. Bridges kicks to Sharge. On the wing, Booker. Gordon against Paul. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Bridges. And the Suns miss again.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position inside, and then he's able to draw the...
Substitution for the Rockets.
.105 left in the fourth. Jamison against McGee. Connects again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jamison.
There isn't much else you want from someone.
So we see Houston taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, James.
Yeah, can't train. Came by the if I fall off, I can do the same thing. Rap game, face all over these magazines, I can't slang things. Insane, but he rap it, throw it down.
Oh, say does that.
Boy, it's always intriguing to watch this kind of chess match. Brent, 2 teams that really understand how to play the game.
You wonder how many little tweaks and how deep in the playbook these coaches are going to go to try to gain some kind of advantage.
Here are the starters for Houston. They've got John Wall. He's out there with Eric Gordon. And it's Jay in at power forward. No good with a layup. He shoots it. A nice shot from the wing.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Leonard can't get it to go. And here are the Rockets with the drive. The shot by Jamison, no good. Here's Leonard. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi. Just insisting on getting to that shot.
Here's Jamison. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Here's Capella. Pass to Jamison. Outside wall. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Back to Leonard. Outside. Rondo. And here's Leonard. Wall covering. The fadeaway. No good off the glass.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Jamison, scoring over 35 a game. He's someone they depend on for production. Gordon can't hit.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Leonard for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5 points.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate. You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Lots of room. And the basket is good. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Green's checked in for Wall.
All right. Look who's coming on to the court.
Here's Jamison. Leonard defending. Green in the post. For 3. Gordon. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
Last year, as expected, they had very little trouble against these guys.
And the shot goes down.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Green. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. And stolen by Leonard. Down low. And George with the jam.
Paul George had great position that time. An easy deuce.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
You feel like when Kawhi Leonard is on your team, you've got a pretty good chance of winning an NBA championship.
Jamison buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
You know, you look at the career of Leonard. He's always been a factor for a title run, Brent.
Well, of course, that was the case in San Antonio when he stepped in to become a leader at such an early age. And then his game, it's just perfectly built for the playoffs. He can get anywhere on the floor. He squares up in the mid-range. And, of course, on defense, man, he's tough to deal with.
Here's Jamison, scoring over 35 a game. He's someone they depend on for production. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Possession, Rockets.
And now a chance to look at the small forwards who have been on fire all year. Kawhi Leonard 3rd.
And some of the best scorers in the league play the 3 spot. You just marvel at the talent level of this group.
I don't think in terms of offense there can be any more potent group of players in the league. Having one of them on the wing means having someone that can carry a team offensively for extended periods of time whenever necessary.
And there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And Kawhi Leonard dipping his toe into free agency. Now, he opted out. Mostly to sign a longer contract with the Clippers. And in just 2 years, he has shown his value for this franchise. So they felt the same, and both are now linked for the next 4 years.
Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubats. Martin, he's checked in for the Rockets. Porter Jr. comes in for Gordon. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
When it comes to the timing, Serge Ibaka has that in spades. What a great sense for blocking shots.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Batum is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Leonard.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Ibaka with a screen on Porter. Here's Rondo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Batum. That one doesn't drop. And Houston will come the other way. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
From the line. Knocks it loose.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Here's Rondo. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Rockets trail. Here's Jamison. Give him 8 points now. And that one's good. 10 points for him.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Inside, here's Ibaka. Porter pulls it in. Pass to Jamison. For 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And Rondo, here we go. And the bucket is good.
Right now, Rondo just cutting through there with not much effort, and the speed took over.
Outside for Porter. Here's Jamison. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
George against Green. Over to the wing. Rondo with it. Porter's there. And he's checked in for Rondo.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Beverly in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Out to the right wing. They set the screen. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time.
Kawhi Leonard.
That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
For the lob, and the slam dunk by Capella.
Now I'd draw that one up again. Throw it up, Capella jump, you slam it through. That's an easy tip.
To the paint. Tipped.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Green, and it's Houston scoring again.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it.
Houston ball.
Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at Houston, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And of course, the Los Angeles Clippers just need to keep fighting.
When I look at Houston, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And Grant, you were named co-rookie of the year alongside Jason Kidd back in '95. Something that's only happened 3 times in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I was robbed. Jason knows that. Everyone knows that. Nah, Jason and I, we are good friends. We joke about this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award with someone of his caliber. Really one of the true greats to ever play in the NBA. But I was still robbed.
Paul George just had such a fantastic year on the wing. Maybe a career season for him last year.
And with George and his efficiency, Brent, it took a huge step up last season.
Man, I think B.A., he was just locked in. After the disappointing finish and getting ousted in the playoffs the way they did the year before, I think he was just on a mission all season long to prove that he could get them back there and that he was going to be a big reason why.
Here's Jamison. He had 34 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
George with it. Green picks him up. Takes the 3. Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Pass to Capella. Here's Jamison over Leonard.
For Mrs. Winners, but I'm getting off the subject.